Then, by going to their courts, we take out the mishpat of kedusha, the din of kedusha that has fallen in the klippos from the goyim. Tzadik who might see oisai mi ben klippos. The tzadik takes out the mishpat of kedusha from among the klippos. The yitzay hamishpat mei kulai. Mishpat out from its crookedness. Ki nisakel ben klippos. Because mishpat the din became crooked, spoiled among the klippos. The chinas mishpatim bagadon. That the goyim do have no yediyas in mishpatim. Means they spoil it. There's no chachmas, so they don't spoil it. Yachshav ha'yitzay mei kulai. For this yashem mei kulai, that comes out of the crookedness, it becomes straightened out from this crookedness. Zaywa can yitzay mishpat mei ukol, not meukol, crooked, but mei ukol. From the crookedness comes out now straight and clear. The Sibuk Hashem, a taka, the tzadik has to go into the dinim shel akum, and there he takes out the mishpat of kedusha. At times, the kedusha is even still less, and the power of malachim is even still less. They have the curse to punish by themselves, but they have the curse to punish in the Goyish courts, not to bring any fear or weakness in their hearts. Only to make to silence them, not to do them any harm or to make them afraid, but just simply to silence their shame. They shouldn't speak evil in front of us. In order that at least the Hamoinam should not have to listen to the words of evil. And there are times in Gamze that even this little koyach, even that they have got. All depends upon how small is the kedusha. The smaller the kedusha, the less the koyach these malachim have. The greater the kedusha, the greater the koyach malachim have to be in a favor of the shem. And this is Pshat the posek. V'yishlach Moshe Malachim el Melech Edom. Moshe Rabbeinu sent Malachim messengers to Melech Edom. Malachim no, Melech Edom cannot. As we say, the Malachim are the ones who created through the words of kedusha of the B'yah Torah. Melech Edom to receive the koyach idmanish to the shoyim. Koi Omar Achicha Yisrael. Heina Malachim ha'elu nishavu mima'amonis tahayish Yisrael kanal. Koi Omar Achicha Yisrael. These are malachim who came from the Eimer, from the words of Torah of Yisrael. And the chinas yitain Eimer and Vatzres Savadov. He speaks words and it brings out to Savadov and Nami of malachim. Atu yadata eshat plo'o Hashem etza oslu. You know the troubles that have befallen us. The end of Etzena Mitzrayim. Atu yadata daika. You know ki kol ha'ishim al yodai, because all the ancient Jews suffer is only through Edom. The fact was Mitzrayim Shoya al Pgama Briski and Dua. The fact was Mitzrayim that came to Pgama Briski and Dua. The al Pgama Bris Cherev Bo. The Pgama Bris, so the punishment is Cherev that comes from Edom. The Chinas Cherev become Bris. From there he knows certainly because the Nikama, the suffering that the Jews had came from Edom, the Cherev. The Ilmemuna al Cherev Canal. He's the one who's appointed on the Cherev, and therefore, so he knows that this trouble came to the Jews through his Cherev. We had the suffering from the Mitzrayim. We cried to Hashem, Yishlach Malach. Teshu Chazal Moshe Rabbeinu. Malach Hashem sent to save them Moshe Rabbeinu. And then he took us out of his sight. He began Habris who began Das. Because the began Habris is a began in Das, in Chacham. The Bechin say Yoda and Yoda. From there you see that Yoda means, let's say in a bris, Yoda is Ishtai. And maybe when there is a Chisaron in bris, there's a Chisaron in Yoda, and it becomes a Das. Yaakov, who me'oided a Das. What can be me'oided a Das? The curl. Curl arouses the Das and brings it up. And the Chinas HaKurl me'oided a Kavanah. The curl is me'oided a Kavanah. Because the Kavanah is the Das. Ubeshvil ze v'nitzak, v'yishmaz kalinu. Therefore we cried because the curl is the end of the das. Hashem heard our curl. Yishlach malach zeh Moshe bechinas das. So therefore our das was instead we received the opinion of das Moshe Rabbeinu. And they is galos hadas ke tikuney ozi etzion. The fact that das was this galah complete tikkun, which means that there was already a tikkun of bris. Galos hadas means that the bris was a stocking. Therefore, we had said Hashem Mitzrayim, so there was no more cherev that came as the this. We had no more reason to receive this cherev. Therefore, we had the union of the Gur. Therefore, the minig is then is to say the Haggadah, the Kohen, with a loud voice. But he said before that the Kohen is the Eidah. The Haggadah is say the Kohen. The Ishma is Kalena. The Gostigula came because of the Kohen. The Ishma is Kalena. Hashem Hariwara as Kalena. The Shvil Zanikas, B'Shem Haggadah. Therefore it's called Haggadah. Eidah is about Tikkun HaBris. Show the thing of Tikkun HaBris. Haggadah is actually saying, but this saying is what's stuck in the bris. Haggadah is brisai that the bris kodesh. Ikar mitzvah biyayin. Ikar mitzvah tamei Haggadah is biyayin. V'hayis al Tikkun Hadas, to show a symbol of Tikkun Hadas. V'chinas chamra v'rechni tikchen, that the wine springs chachma, tikchas. V'chinas tidosh zochar na'asedosh, and a das. Tidosh is das. Yizecha, through what? Tidosh. Chamra is a symbol of das. That's why we have yayin, the time of the Zman HaGadah. And he says further, Ebren Rabbi Adzacha, Shenotzu Melech Li'edet Yisrael Derach Koach Shel Adam Kanal. Now, yes, you want to go to Yisrael to the Koach of Edom. Kabel Imenu Koach La, Moshe said, Yishoyim B'Chaber V'Katlo, to receive Koach from Edom, to punish the Yishoyim B'Cherev V'Misa. Why? Because what is the Yisurim that a person has to go through to get to Yisrael? We said is the Manias. Which Manias? The Manias are the Maitzia Dibasaretz. Once they can do away with these Manias, they can get to Yisrael. So he said, no, we want to go to Yisrael, but we have to first have the Koyach of Edom, to be Manei B'Cherev V'Katla, these Maitzia Dibasaretz, and we kill them off. We get rid of them, we can go to Yisrael. They should Yuchlu Leilach, Derech HaMelech, Marka Shalelach. They should have to go on the Derech HaMelech, means Derech HaKdusha. So Hashem. We don't want it for the sake of Tanugim, or Gashmi's sake of Tanugim. As he said, maybe it. We don't want this. Calls it in the Tanugim. This is not our will. Our Tanugim, but we do want Derech HaMelech Melech. To go with Derech Hashem. We want to admonish them that they shouldn't be Manea us, deprive us from going in the Derech of Hashem. Yemed Elov Edom said, Vaysav Vaybi Pen B'Cherev Eitzei L'Trasecha. He said, you cannot get this cherev from me. Why? Because there wasn't enough kedusha yet. When there is a miyad of Koach HaKedusha, the Malachim cannot receive, these Malachim he sent, and Malach Edom. Malachim did not have the power to get the cherev from Edom to be managed and Mekaber Katla. Zeh Rabbi Nachman the Kodesh Iketzeg Mulacha. And a machma shakdusha kol kach madrega b'chusa. The kedusha is such a low madrega. She'll be gevula tumah negas. So the boundary of the tumah is so close to it. The shvil zav yena v'isava be. Therefore, Edom said, since you are the kedusha is such a low madrega, you cannot come and get the cherev to use it against the rishon. Kimishu madrega tachtayna. Because one is in a low madrega, ein leis garis for rishon. He's not allowed to start up with against the Shoim himself. Ki tzadik b'nei b'lei, because a Rasha cannot be b'lei tzadik gomel, but tzadik b'nei one is a little more righteous in himself. He could be b'lei chaz v'sholem. Therefore, you haven't got the koach with the low, but they could do shit to go start with the Shoim. In order to love the Mesila Nala, they said to the Mesila Nala, the Chidas Mesila is Pilvavam. Well, the Medach Pilvavam. We'll take the Derech. Which Derech Pilvavam? The Siba wanted to go to bring a fear to the house of the Rishon. But we will use your Mayim. Mayim, which means the dinim of the Goyim. Mayim is Mishpat. Bechinas, the Yigal, Kamayim, Mishpat. The Mishpat will become revealed like water that flows openly. So we see that Mishpat is Mayim. So when he said that Echadishta, means that he will use your dinim. Sometimes you got to force the Rishayim to lower them, to defeat them in the Mishpatim of the Goyim. Sati Nicham, in the case that you got to give money. Tagumai estimating, will give them money. I know Hashechat Shemikablan, by the Goyish Adinim, there's a question of Shechat you got to give. Turn up in the head moment, they might see Mishpat min ha'ikul bin Tzainom. You got to give them money to bring out the mishpat from the crookedness according to their will. Rak ein dova, but aglai e'avayda. Continues saying, Hariyotze melech v'lava v'kaychacha. I want to go with your koyach to the hashtikas of the shoyim. In other words, this is the lowest level already. Your koyach, I want to be able to just at least to be able to mashtik the silence of the shoyim. That the words should not be able to go into the hamoinam. It's called raglai. I know hamoinam, hamechunim b'shem raglam. Hamoinam are called raglam. Also, the posek says, "Chol ha'om Hashem b'raglacha." Hamoinam are they called raglayim. Vayeme lo yisava. Edom said lo yisava. The chol zehu machmas miyat hakdusha kanal. All the show they meet that kedusha. Kedusha was so small they couldn't get the first one, they get the second one, and so on. Because the kedusha was so long. Now, the reason for it is the person has to be sheva tefillah, pour out tefillah before the Torah. L'kasher es atzmo iman nefoshes Hashem. L'kasher himself with the nefoshes said here. Al-Yedei Itaisa kedusha yisayim l'mala. To this there is added additional kedusha above. The bechinas b'rei am hadas melach. With more people that are there, the time of tefillah, there is a hidul l'malach, kedusha l'mala. According to the increase in kedusha, so also that increase in the light that the kedusha Torah will come down. According to the increase in the light of the Torah, kedusha Torah, there is also an increase in the koyach and the malachim that are created through that. So can he punish the Rishonim who speak badly? Result is that then he can get the Arizal. This is the Pedish that Arizal says of the third Pedic and Safed Schneerson. Tisha Tikuney Zohar Tikno. Tikno, of course, the Taich we say is Zakon. Tikno is a beard. Then it also says Zokkein, Hainu, Zokkein, Hayeshe, Yeshiva, Lidosh, Nimsa, Loi, Tisha Bechina Sanal. To a Zokkein who sits in the Yeshiva means study of Torah, it's called Yeshiva study. Be Daidish. To him there are given over these 9 bechinas. Aleph, first Kaches HaMate Kanal. Take the Mate Ois, which is created through his mitzvahs HaMatzim Tevim. Beis v'hakel esa'eda Kanal, Lachniya Rosen Kanal. Assemble the Eda, Lachniya to lessen their evil. Gimel v'libartem elasela v'tachmanim Kanal. To speak to the Lev Ha'ayin with words, with pleading manner. Dalad le'eineihem, to when he's a spala, she'ikashe imohem kanal, she'ikashe together with the Shabbos. Hey, lahamshich b'burei eish kanal, to bring down words that are igach le'eish. Well, lahamshich pere kanal, at the same time to bring down from the leva ayayin chinushei Torah. Zayin briyas and malachim kanal, the creation of these malachim through with the chinushei Torah. Ches, the kabel koyach me'edim la'achniyat asanim kanal, to receive through these malachim, the koyach from Edom, Yerushalmi, to destroy the Sonim, the enemies. Tes, love Eretz Yisrael, Kanal. This bill they come to Eretz Yisrael. The able Tikunim, the Ismasil, Zokin HaDeish. These are Tikunim that are given over to Nimsa, to the Zokin, who is Deish. Polma, the Istana, Velayas, Ganyo, is hidden and not revealed. Remez, Al Nishmas, Bechinas, Midiam, Shestalik Kanal. Hidden means nostalgic. Shama, that is Mikala, Chidush, and Torah, was nostalgic. Ishtakach, Perish, Ishtakach, Achshav, Ayidei Zokin Hazeh. That which was hidden, through the Yistalkas, all that the Shama was embellished to Yisurim, is now found through the Zokin Hazeh. Kol Ma Shoyim Ishtakach, Ayidei Neshama Nostalgic. All that was forgotten, lost through the Neshama Nostalgic. Achshav, Nesadeh, Vehevach, Tisha Tikunim. By Nesadeh, Tisha Tikunim, and Nimsa to the Zokin stage. Tikuney Kadmoa, Nimen al Nimen, Saris, Mekami Piske, the Udnin, the ear, the Echnayim, Adoration, the Pulam. To the top of them up. Nimen, the China Saris, the China Sha'arei Tzion, meaning the mitzvahs that are Tziyun and Lamala, which bring to the Matei eyes. The China Matei Uzcho Yishtach Mitzion Kanal. That's the Aleph of the Nitzvah before, Aleph Kaches HaMatei Kanal. The Matei, which the Yeshe, Deiresh, receives through his mitzvahs HaMatzim Tevim. The Kamei Pischei the Udin, Kain Kodim Sheshamu in Yechelom Lekabel, Adoration the Puma, Paschoti and the Aharon Nase. Jews, this is the lesson taken before the Jews heard whether they can be Kabbalah Torah. They opened their mouths and said, already Nasa, we will obey. This is what the Gemara said, that one said to the other, that I'm a Paziza, a nation that's in a hurry. Your mouth came before your ears. You said Nasa before you even heard. Tikuna Tanina, second Tigun, L'Reisha Hai, L'Reisha Acha. Ainu L'Achmiya Rosam Kanal. To L'Achmiya destroy the Yida in the Eda, who was a Mitzi Eisom Ritachas Reshus to Sidracha. Reisha the Reshus, the Reisha Sidracha. Reisha Acha to Kedusha. Umachnes Eisom Tachas Reshus HaKedusha. But you have Reisha Hai, Reisha Acha. Bring one Reshus Sidracha, the Reshus HaKedusha. Tikuna Tisor, very taken. Shtakach Metchois Terein Nukhe. We need to look in the Badashka. Also, Malia Tloyes Chazia. Ainu Bechinas Chaitim, Bechinas of the Bartem Elasela Canal. Every one of them is all brought to Gimel with the Bartem Elasela Betachnunum. Right? That's Bechinas Hilosi Echtam Loch. That's the Bartem Elasela in your Tila. That's the Chaitim. Hilosi Echtam Loch. Orcha Malia, Ki Ein Machsa Lireyav. Because both of you as Hashem have no chassidus. Zem Maya, Smolay. The Yiddo, he bechinas tefillah. A machsed li'dayav, the Yiddo, those who have tefillah. Bechinas Yiddas Hashem, Yiddas halal. Yiddas Hashem is tefillah. Bechinas chaytim, bechinas Yiddas Hashem. Then you have chaytim, together with Yiddas Hashem. Tolayas chazia, Yitzhak haktin is atzmai. When he's responding, he's supposed to consider himself very small. To be mispal with Tachmunah. Least by the schus canal. Should be telling his own schus. Bechinas al tishadel of Mimel. Don't have any guy that has shown any stay before a king. Tikuna Reviyor. Fourth ticket of Arizal said Le'inehen to be cash himself with them. Iloin is chafian mehagiso mehagiso. Aina bechinas is kashrus in the shmoisayim. Ve'ima chafian as any called that. Mikashi was within the shomis. And they cover him. The mechas, they cover him from all sides. If the shaman surround him, you go figure out together with him. Tikuna Chamisha, the fifth tikkun is to be Mamshiach, Diburim, Higachayesh. Eschazian, Klein, Tapuchin, Sumkin, Kevarda. Sumkin, it's red, Eish, Kevarda. Tapuchin, the Bechinas, Miftachai, Halayv, Shniftachin. The opening of the heart becomes open to the Rachmonish. Shnich Marach, Me'alayv Hayin. The Teddy of Blayv Hayin is warmed up. Nishba, Diburim, Chanan. And there's a shefa of warm words, the Buddha Eish, the Sumka Kevada Kanaf. Red as a rose. Red, of course, is in that Eish, fire. Tikuna Shtisa, the sixth tikkun, Bechad, Chuto, Talyan, Uchman, Takif, and Adchevay. Sebechinas am Shochas HaTere Kanaf. Sixth tikkun, the Amshach Nishetayla. Shtein Bechinas, Taltalan, Shechoylis, Kaidev. Shehem Tilay Tilum Shahalachas. You want to dash is Talam Shechayis Kaidiv. The size and the side of Payas Ashchayis Kaidiv. The Gemara says Talam is Tilay Tilum Shahalachas. Status for the mountains of Halachas Tishatayim. And Shachim Ad Chedvay Ad Meyai. From Nimshachim till the Meyayim. The Chinas at Tedos Chavasach Meyai. Taylor goes so deeply up to the Meyayim. Hagen Lechad Chuta. Taylor Lechad Chuta Bechinas, so Sviva Nisan and Meyai. So I got a Shpachim with Baktikim and Tzadikim with the Chuta Schada. Those who are Sabbath close to Hashem, Tzadikim, Hashem's brothers, with Baktik with them to the hairbreadth. Pagim Chuta Schada, Ki Chuta Schada, Pagim Yitma Ki Chuta Schada, as I ain't Kirch, Yidot Moham Shechela Halachas Anal. They're not the Kayach in Moshe these Halachas. So much as Hashem go out with Baktik with them. Tuna Shviyah, the Benyon said Zayin was the creation of Malachim through the 8 years of the Chedusha Teilik. Sifah 1, Sumka Kevada Ispanim. I know Bria Samalachim Kanal, Bechinas of Ruach Tiv Kol Tzavah. Okay, from the mouth, the words of the mouth come the Tzavah of Malachim. Sumka Kevada, Bechinas V'Shavsa V'Eish Loyheit. The also Malachim are called Eish, Malachayesh. Fire that flames, burns. Tikuna Tminoa, the Tikkun Ches, the Arizal said was to receive the Koyach from Edom, to destroy the Sonim, Zedin, Nachsin, Begiroino, Mechafin Kapo, the kind of a Kabel, Koyach, Me Edom, Rachnia, Eben, Aponim, Eidef. receive the koyach from Edom, the Rachmei to lower the Edom will turn the Beidef to us, the Kadma. So Edom is the Bechinas koyach Edom, the Bechinas cotton, the Satiach of Agoyim. Edom was called cotton, it's Edom, small. Nachman begreina, Bechinas Cherev Hanal, he has the koyach over the Cherev. Bechinas Leon was Kel begreina, the Cherev Tifiyes. And you find that Gorain, then you have Cherev. To receive the Cherev from Edom. Tikuney Zohar, the ninth Tikkun, Arizal said, was Schiyat the Kamte Eretz Rabbi Nachman was Eden, Nachsan B'Shikula, Aina Bechinas Eretz Yisrael, Shnechlat Al Shvotim, Shem Bechinas Chayes Ketanis and Delos. Shvotim were called Chayes and the Brachas, Ketanis and Delos, the Chalukas, Ha'oris L'Shvotim, the Ilayin Ishtakach Gibur Takif. And Shebol, the Bechinas Eretz Yisrael. He comes to the Bechina of Eretz Yisrael already, and he goes through these Tikkunim. He comes to the Bechina of Eretz Yisrael, Azai Nikra Gibur Takif. Then he's called a Gibur Takif, full power. Kaidem Shebol, the Bechina of Eretz Yisrael, before he comes to the Bechina of Eretz Yisrael, Azai Yishal Chagim Ateh. And it's the Bechina of one who first girds himself a battle, shouldn't boast like one who's already taken off his belt, his sword. Afterwards, when he wins, he's victorious. Oz Nikra Ishmuchama. Then he is called an Ishmuchama. He is Zechid, the Bechina of Eretz Yisrael completely. Taida Hazois Demra B'Shishona al posek Ashrei Ha'olam Yedei Sirua. This Taida Chaf was set on Shishona on the posek Ashrei Ha'olam Yedei Sirua. Ach by Zeichinu Kabel Meksivas Yodei Akdesha Bir Zeh Pasuk Av Yatera Anal. Arizal says this Torah is Moshe Arizal, which means it's Ksav Yad. When Azzecha to receive means Ksav Yad, a Kaddish explanation on this posek Ashrei Ha'olam Yedei Sirua. Gam Kodesh Shaman HaTorah Hazois. Also before he said this Torah, Siped Ezes Mandi Kodem, a short time before, he told Maisen Leiro, Shero, V'Mokam Shero, V'Hoketze B'Chalim, and Maisen Leiro, V'Arizal Soach Yizayin. Omar Sha'atayda Testi Kunim Hanal, he Teda Shal HaMara HaNira HaZoisha Siped. He said, this Teda Testi Kunim, Teda Chav, is a Tedish on this Mara, this Chizayin, it's the Neididik Mara that Arizal told about. Miyat Hashem, Oid Chazan Mamayed, Azayed, Le'olam Elu, Mokam Achbi, as a Jewish Sparach. The Chayibaran, R Nosson brings this matter in detail, and a person can be zeichet to understand a little the connection between the matter and this Torah. This Torah is a beer on that matter. Baruch Hashem. Likutey Moharan, Torah Chaf Aleph. Tirka the Yod is Safra de Sneyusa, the fourth Tedic is Safra de Sneyusa, Tika Sos Tomei V'Sosim, Chul. Arizal brings a posek B'Halois Chos HaNeidos, Pedish Asher and Asher Kodesh Taitish, Tehi Shal Hebes Ela Me'eleha. The flame should rise up by itself. Ksiva ben Arizal says in the posek until him Ocher V'Kedem Tzartoni. You created me Ocher, we have a Kedem and upon him. There's a certain type of seichel, a chachma that a person can attain through many hagdamas, a lot of explanations. The seichel is called ocher. It means the rear, not the forefront. There's a seichel of wisdom that comes to a person without any forward whatsoever. It comes suddenly. The shefa from heaven, the seichel comes to him suddenly. The seichel is called ponim. That means, in other words, we can to make it clear, we'd say, let's use the term now, oid haponim. A light of ponim, light that comes suddenly to a person through heavenliness. The Islav is halev, and the fiery spirit of the heart, that which the heart flares up. This is created through the movement, the motion of the seichel of the mind. Because the nature of movement, of motion, is that it creates heat. Friction is movement that creates heat. According so, according to its speed, so does it create this heat in the person's heart. Through this shefalikai, where the seichel comes down to a person with such speed, where he doesn't have to use any type of foreword or explanation whatsoever, like through this speed, and the heart flares up continually by itself, perpetually. There's a continual flare up of the heart. Shalheves means, of course, the heart is ignited, fiery flame to a desire to reach the Masig Hashem. But in order to reach the Shefalikai now, it is impossible to achieve that. First, he must make holy, he must purify his mouth, his nostrils, his eyes, and his ears. Mouth is 1, nostrils are 2, eyes are 2, and ears are 2, a total of 7. And these bring in the light of the Shefalikai. What is it meant by being Kaddish, making holy these parts of the face? He should guard himself against letting any sheker, falsehoods, out of his mouth. He should speak only emes. That's the Kedusha Sapeh. He should have Yireh Shemayim Shul Bechinas Chaitim. That's the Kedusha of the nose. Bechinas Behiricha Yireh Hashem. That the Yireh Hashem is totally dependent upon the nose. He should have Amunah in tzadikim, which is dependent upon the ears. Bechinas Shema Devrei Chachamim. That to accept the words of the Chachamim is depending upon Shmiya, upon the ears. He should close his eyes from seeing things that are bad, from seeing wrong. That's the Kedusha of the eyes. Because they are the ones that they bring forth the Shefalikai from heaven to come to him. And because the mouth, the nose, the eyes, and the ears hang, they are part of the mayach, part of the brain. They arouse the mayach, the mind. They can bring forth that the mayach should be a bechina of ponim. The seichel should come in the form of ponim, not ocher. This is the bechina of reish tavocha emes, to show that all these 7 are totally in the mayach. We see the mashal that the vorcha emes, the bechinas mayach hanema is lapeh. It says reish. We see that the word reish is found by the union of peh with emes. Reish is chachma yiras Hashem. Zeh bechinas mayach hanema is l'chaitim. Yiras Hashem is the chaitim. It says reish is chachma. That's the mayach. Zeh bechinas eichech l'chacham v'yeh elveka. Give Musa to a chacham, and he will accept it, he will like you. This is the union of mayach, which is said by the ears. Spoke before about the ears, the bechina of listening to what tzadik emes, and here it says that we find the union of reish by the ears. Chachma, it's the mind, and he will like it. So therefore, when it first brings, you cannot get the daya. It seems this is a very elementary point. It shouldn't even be said now, but it's not for children in case they hear it. Why can't we use the ayat in the posek itself? That has the ayat itself of the Yidosh. It also has the ayat, it would seem it has the ayat too, that the Kedushas Aznayim is totally in Shmiya. It says that to show that the Kedusha is totally in the Yidosh. And second, Shema Devrei Chachamim, that's on the part of the Mekabel. Chef is the part of the Mashpia, and Shema is the part of the Mekabel. That's why it's neither Liam, I said it's very push them opinion for in case you have children listening, this will different. This is the union of the Bakachna Einei Shneim, also Pikeach, the union of the mind, the Reish, as far as the eyes are concerned, the Bechinas Mayach Nemes Mayach, the Mayach by the eyes. Hein Shivas Hanedis, these 7 parts are connected, the Shivas Hanedis, the 7 Nedis on the Meneda. Kipeh Uterein Nukfo Chutmo Uterein Einen Uterein Udnin Hein Bechinas Shivas Hanedis. These 7 are Bechina, the 7 Nedis. Umenarto Doreisha, these 7 are totally in the Meneda, which is the Reish, the Mayach, as we said. Haina HaMayach, Upenei HaMeneda, Haina Shefa Lekai Hanal. Yo'idu Keneged, that Menachem Mendel, that's the union of the Shefel Kai, which comes down through these seven. These seven, if a person the Kaddish, these seven, then he has the Oid HaPonim. The Shefel Kai has ice, or Bechina Sukkah. This Shefel Kai that comes down, that means this Chachmas Oid HaPonim, is a Bechina of Sukkah. Sukkah hu Bechina Shesacha B'Ruach HaKodesh. Sukkah, we say many times, Abislecha Yiska, means that they one who saw B'Ruach HaKodesh. In other words, Sukkah is a Bechina of B'Ruach HaKodesh. Kiruv HaKodesh hu Shefel Kai. B'Ruach HaKodesh is the Shefel Kai that comes down from heaven. The Sukkah has a Sigbal Yedei Zayin Anonim. And this Sukkah, this Shefel Kai, comes through the Zayin Anonim. The Gemara says that the Sukkahs are because of the memory of the Anonic covenant that the Jews had in the Midbar. Aina Bechina Shivas Hanedis come out. That these are the Sheva Nedois which bring the Ruach HaKodesh, which bring the Shefel Kai. The Sukkah of the Shefel Kai comes from the Zayin Anonim. Shal Yodam Hodam Masik Taneim Neder. From them the person through the Zayin Anonim Shivas Hanedis, a person is Masik Taneim Neder. Aina Sukkah, Aina Shefel Kai, which is the union of Sukkah, which is Shefel Kai. Ruach HaKodesh Nekar Al Shem HaChachma. Ruach HaKodesh is called that because of Chachma. Shehidu HaChachma Haba Kodesh Kidua. So because Ruach HaKodesh means it's the Ruach HaChachma which comes to meet Malkum Kodesh. That's what the Gemara says. Sukkah Minai Shem is Sakhan Obadav Hashem Mekabel Tumor Dav Shidil Odes. How do you know that a person is supposed to use a schach for the Sukkah? Only that which is not Mekabel Tumor, and that which grows and comes up from the ground. Shenima, because in the posek the Eid Yalim in Ha'oretz. The vapor rises up from the ground, and this vapor becomes clouds. And the clouds come down. And this is, what is Sukkah? Sukkah is Al Shem Anonim, because of the clouds. So Melech Sukkah is supposed to be just like the Eid. Not Eid Udava Shem Mekabel Tumor Ve'Egdil with Omen Oretz. Eid is an item which cannot receive Tumor, and it comes from the ground. So too, the union of Sukkah. The Eid, Hein Elo Hanonim Anal. The Eid, of course, is the Anon, the clouds which are formed through the Eid. The Hein Bechinas Kodesh, they are Kodesh. The G'dela Min Ha'oretz, and they come from the ground. Ki Tzorech Mekabel Hazeh Lihi Yis Chacham. Because the Mekabel, the one that receives this Ruach HaKodesh, is supposed to be a Chacham. This Eid that comes from the ground, this Kedush that comes from the ground, means that it's Kodesh when it's coming from the ground. So in other words, to get the Shefel Kai, the first must be a Chacham below to receive the Shefel Kai. The Kabbalah must be a Chacham, otherwise you cannot get the Chachma. Ki Kadosh Baruch Hu Yorav Chachma Salach Kiman. The Gemara says that Hashem gives Chachma only to those who have Chachma already. The Bechinas of Lev Kol Chacham Lev L'Sati Chachma. The Gemara says in Melachas that Hashem gives Chachma only to those who have a little Chachma. So therefore, it says that the Gedulim in Otis means that the original Chachma first comes from below, Lamata. And then it can bring down from heaven to the Yaakov, the union of Sukkah, that means the Oid HaPonim which comes down to those who are below who already have Chacham. Sukkah Hanal, and Ruach HaKodesh Hanal, this Sukkah, this Ruach HaKodesh, Shefel Kai Hanal, which is the Oid HaPonim, who Bechinas Makifin. Say Makifin that surrounds the Mayach, the mind, keeps on going around it, rotating around the mind. This seichel is very great. The mayach cannot take it. It does not penetrate, doesn't enter into the mind. As she keeps on going around the mind, like we see, many wisdoms that are very deep. There's no kayach in the human mind to understand them completely. Many problems which are very perplexing to us. It's possible to have Yediyah min Shemayim and also the person should have Bechira at the same time. No human mind can understand the Yediyah of what's Pshat Yediyah and Bechira. This seichel is a unit of makiv, keeps rotating around to the outside of the mind. It doesn't enter into the inside of the mind. It only rotates around in the outside. The seichel that is inside the mind keeps receiving its chiyus, that which is inside, from this makiv which rotates around on the outside. That this is the main kayach of bechira. This inyan of Makifim is the inyan of Koach HaBechira that keeps us alive now. This is the way this world is going. As long as the seichel is not great enough to understand Yediyah and Bechira, as I Koach HaBechira and the Koach HaBechira choice, human choice is in its place. Because as long as the Makif did not go inside, then he still has the koyach, the power of bechira to choose good or bad. But when this makif will finally penetrate and enter inside the odious gadol seichel hanushi, then the human mind becomes so much advanced. It become revealed to the human. The union of idea bechira, as I is battle ha-bechira, then the bechira will become battle. He will no longer have any choice. Because then when the seichel becomes so great, he will go out of the category of human and into the category of angel. Because he's battle ha-bechira, the bechira become battle, just like the angel is no bechira. This itself is the main koyach ha-bechira, and yedaya ha-seichel shedi bechira. The fact that he does not understand the seichel shedi bechira, that gives him the koyach ha-bechira. When he will understand it, of course, bechira will become battle, will be a different kind of work. In the future, tzadikim will sit on the crowns in the I should say the crowns are on the head. Why does it say in the head? And it is in the future, the bechira will become bottom. Yeshiva signifies the inyan of lack of bechira. What it means that there's no change. There's no highlight. It's in Yeshiva. Steady. Which shows, signifies the lack of any kind of a change whatsoever. Because motion signifies a change from one will to another, from one desire to another. A possible change in a desire or action. By yeshiva, and the sitting yeshiva signifies the lack of any kind of change. When the bechira becomes bottle, it can't change to go from one to another. The reason will be, they say him. As they say the crowns, which means that which is around and around, the seichel ha-makif, the people were circling towards David HaMelech, circling around. It will be inside, it will be nichnas, it will penetrate and go into the Melech. The seichel ha-makif will enter into the Melech inside, all these chachmas which he wasn't able to understand before now enter inside into the Maya. He will know and he will understand and comprehend and completely understand them. Go out of a human type and enter the category of malach, be a spotlight, and he will become bottle. This is the bechina of kiddushin, bechina of chuppah. Shefa lekai hanal or bechina of kodesh. Bechina of chuppah makifin. Shefa lekai, as we said, is a bechina of kodesh, ruach hakodesh, which is a bechina of chuppah makif. Chuppah chayta means to surround the circle. Therefore, we have to understand how kiddushin and chuppah come together. Kiddushin means this ruach hakodesh. Chuppah means which keeps surrounding a circle. This kodesh, the shefa lekai, is makif around the mayach. This is what the Gemara says. Kol tzadik is tzadik nichve mechufas shachavedai. That the also mavai, every tzadik when he comes singed or burned from the chuppah of his chaved. Each one will be in a separate, let's say in a separate circle, and one higher than the other, and each one will be burnt from the circle of the other. Reason is ki makif shel zeh gadol mi makif shel zeh, because the seichel ha-makif of one big greater than the seichel ha-makif of the other. Yes, seichel shehu makif lazeh u'pnimi lazeh. The seichel which for one is a makif to the other, to the one that's higher, the seichel is a pnimi. To him, this is no deep wisdom. It's inside his mind. He has a higher seichel ha-makif. So the one that is lower, he'll be nichveh, he'll be burned from that which is chuppah, the makif of his friend. Because that which is makif to the high one, if he should get it now, so it'll come down with such force that it'll bring about the shalheves halayv, and it'll bring to such a strong fire, this is so deep for him, that it will become nichveh. It wouldn't be a war, it'll burn in the shalheves halayv, which will be caused through this seichel makif, which is nichnas. Because the nichnas means that the emotion of the mind will become so sharp at such speed that the friction will cause the flare-up of the heart. Essentially, instead will become nichveh, burned by it. I'll explain it later in a slightly different form, but along this time. This is the bechina of 7 days of mishteh which come after the chuppah. The chuppah we said is a seichel hamakif. Why do you have shivas nishta afterwards? Because the shivas nishta are connected the shivas hanedis. Through the bimikadish, the seven parts of the mayach, which is like a shivas hanedis, bimikadish that. So this chuppah, this makif, they'll be come inside, binechas tefnim. Zebachina shivas hime'avelos, achman l'sman. After a person passes away, they mourn him because his neshama was nostalgic. They through these 7 days of Avelos, so his neshama should be zeichet to go up to the Oid HaPonim, that which he didn't succeed in his lifetime. It should be Oid to the Oid HaPonim. That's the reason it's heavy Me'avelos, which means that in your Keneged Zion Anonim, connected Zion Neides, through which a person could be zeichet to the Kedusha of the Yerushalmi. This is the time for the dike of Chalitza. When a woman loses her husband, she becomes a Yibum. She becomes Chokuk Yibum. This is because when the Yabim, he has to give a Chalitza. Chalitza is where she has to spit in his face, before him, befonov daika, dafka befonov, because the one who died went without children. He did not leave any bracha children after him, that they be mamshich the sechel upon him into the world. Which means to the Mikadosh, the Shivas and Etz, the Ochiv, and his brother doesn't want to keep his memory alive. His wife, therefore, the tikkun is she should spit in his face. Because he doesn't mean mamshich the neshama of the mace in the world. That way he'd be able to sakin the Edaponim, to make a tikkun of the Edaponim which he failed to do during his lifetime. In this roik, at times there is seen the ponim of the mace. To show that is what's missing, the tikkun of the ponim. And through this roik, this brother is embarrassed. Main embarrassment is in the face. The Gemara says, that the embarrassment, so it shows in his face, that the red blood leaves his face. The reason for the embarrassment, the reason for the busha in his ponim is because he didn't want to be making the name of his brother who was deceased, because he did not leave a bracha in the world, because he didn't leave more than Moshe Feinstein, therefore he received embarrassment, therefore the Yaakov was fond of. It's the time of Hashem said about Miriam, if her father would have spit in her face, she would have been embarrassed 7 days. Then it also Shivas Yom Daika. Dafko 7 days. And the Bechina Zayin Anonim Hanal. The Binyan Zayin Anonim, Shal Yodom Mei, the Penei Hamanoida, which through the Zayin Anonim, the Penei Hamanoida is made. There's a light of Penei Hamanoida, which means the Eid upon it. You go to Hakim Shemach Hamameis, Al Kem Yaakov Befonov, and the Bush is Ponit. He didn't want to make him the Acher Hamameis. Therefore, the Bekona is Yaakov Befonov, which means Inyan Asi Kolin, Bush is Ponim, embarrassment. This is what the Gemara says, Yavoma, Nickness, and Maima. The opposite of Chalitza. Yavoma is Nickness. She's acquired through Maima, through saying. Which is the opposite of Beishis of embarrassment. Bechinas Kuloi, Oimed Kovoi. Amida, Maima is Kovoi. The opposite of Chalitza, which is an embarrassment for 7 days, because of the Chisaron in the Zayin Anoni had Kovoi, in the Zayin Konei Amanoida. Miriam should cover the covered Moshe. Miriam is playing when they covered the Moshe Rabbeinu. She'll Bechinas Shechel Lekai. Bechinas Ikoran Eponov. Moshe is the Bechinas the Shechel Lekai. Bechinas Eiraponov. Ikoran Eiraponov because his face shone. It's the Eiraponov. Upagum Bechinas Shivas Hanedes. She's playing then you know Shivas Hanedes. Kiruv Hoyaonov Shachel Sablon Leichor Apel Bezyonet. He himself was an honor, the shop on the Sablon. He did not worry about his own covet. That's the Yidin of Chaytim, Bishleimus, such as Yidin Hashem, where he doesn't care about his own covet, only about Yidin Hashem, the covet of Hashem. Uchsiv bei Pel Per Dabel Boy, the beginners Pet. The Shlemus of Pei had, because it says the Fetish Shem Splotin, Pel Pet. Uchsiv bei Tunas Hashem Yabit, the beginners say nine. The Hekkedusha say nine, Tunas Hashem Yabit, the store. Uchsiv bei Bechol Bei Sinem, and all the Kedusha was nine, the beginners Udnu, the Shmir. The beginners Ne'emon Ruach Chassidut. Ne'emon who is in Ne'emon Ruach Chassidut, but when it's Ne'emon, the Chassid covers that which he hears. Doesn't make it, but was very good. The Shvilza and it started, therefore she became a Mitzvah, which is like a mace. Mitzvah does a giru de nahayda ilo. Mitzvah means that there is closed off the Aharon, the Aharon, Aharon now. Usibba tisoge michus lamachne shivas yom. She should be closed outside of the machne for 7 days. Connected to shivas anon. Shivas is coming later. That should be kishada. This is what Adam was follow. I'll know see a mace. Let it not be like a mace, which means like the mace who dies without children. I should say so. It comes out and he's born. It's like half of his body is missing. Meaning, Kiyayday's kid is in the Arizal through the causing of the Arizal, the beginning is Mesh, because the unit Mesh, Kim Tzayach, I should get Mesh, because it's like a Mesh. I should say some of the Imo is the beginning of Yibum. She's in the category of Yibum. Shayda Yibum, it's a Imet. Because through Yibum, once this person died, and his brother marries his wife, so it comes out that his wife becomes his mother. His wife becomes mother, he's born. He's born from his own mother, and his mother is his former wife. His zivig is missing now. Because the husband and wife are two halves of a body. Now that his wife became his mother, he's born from his own wife, and then so the half of his body, which means the other half of his goof is eaten away, it's missing, he has no basu. One of the guys that shows wife has to have Yibum. The idea Yibum is Kalklam is Ben Hanalan Ishtash is Yabn Yochad. Three Yibum Somela, the son that is born is a gilgal of the husband who died. It's a Yimah. That his wife now becomes his mother. It's a big tzar and a punishment and a maze that his wife now becomes his mother. Forced to be born from his own wife, his wife becomes his mother. It's impossible to find the zivig unless he has tremendous tefillah. Like the Tzaddik says, she'll never take Menachem Mendel Schneerson, that we're afraid somebody else might be the spouse. What the Tzaddik means to say this evil. This one was born for Yibum. Kized Ben Hayivama Shigam is so Bala Shivama because the son of Yivama sees the husband Yishtanas is like Aim and his wife, he now became his mother. Haim like Basig has no Basug, Miachash Basug and Asalaim because his Zivik now became his mother. Zish Ted Spinzel, Shivik Shanamian, Animus was Palamiyam, Shapum was Sefla Punam, she's a Bekam Shal Meshway Bonam Canal, she is tagged there upon him and Meshabeno, which is the same began as one of the dies without children, also began with that upon him. So they say, and then this is Chashomi and she shouldn't be punished, Chashomi, punishment of Yibum. So there, I'm not the Ikamei, it's just this Lecham So they say, one shouldn't back when it dies without children. I should look at what this Sheenis begin with Achmim. It's forced to come out a second time in the Gilgal from his mother who was formerly his wife. And it's just that's like him, his wife becomes his mother. Shemach was saying, it's commistic. So it comes out that half of his body is eaten away. Half of his body is eaten away. And she's about Sikanal. Which is his, the other half of his body, which is this half of the goof. That's his Adas Tefillah. And many of them, he shouldn't become the plainish of a Emes B'Leit Bonim. Now the Tefillah. Sometimes the case Hamlichem v'Hashefalikai will be help b'chinas ibur. At the moyach, this chachma, this ponim, the Shefalikai is hidden. B'chinas ibur, b'chinas ibur. Ibur means that it has not been born yet, like a pregnant stage, it has not come out yet. The oz yofetz akol yodov be'betfila be'betayah. And help for it is assistant to be born. This can be done through tefillah b'kayach. Swapper, screaming. Tefillah b'kayach, and only tefillah b'kayach. Kishin is alam ha'moichin. When the moichin are hidden. hidden the Bechinas Ibur. Ki Helam Hainu Ibur. So Bechinas Suyilot Choteshi. Helam means that Ibur, before birth. Bechinas Suyilot Choteshi. Hashem who gave birth to you. Teshi, you forgot. The Gemara Dash is also Teshi. Kaviyachol, you made weak the koyach of Hashem who gave birth to you. Kaviyachol. By not listening to the mitzvahs. Kemoy v'koyach ayin l'leida. There's no strength to give birth. In other words, the strength is seeped out, and they can't have the birth. There's no more strength to give birth. A woman who's struggling and suffering at the time of birth, and she loses her strength, she can't give birth. For sure, the time that she cramps up to give birth, she raises, she lets out 70 screams. The number of words of the Mizmiyach Hashem Yisrael. The Osmer like this, and then the Hashem gives birth after she calls out the 70 killers. Yashiv and Kolon Hin Bechina Shiva Kodesh Shemadav Dalamayim. Shiva Kodesh Shemadav Dalamayim. Shemadav Shemadav. She called out told me, yes, each one is called from 7 Megillah, which is a total of 70. Yeah, Tzalka shouldn't say, but Tzalka but tell us this. Tzalka screams at a person that's out at the time of davening, at the time of Teidah. Kishin is Talkin on Moichem, Bechinas Ibur and Moichem become hidden, is Talkin, Bechinas Ibur. In what cycle is saying Bechinas Kasi Yelanis. These cycles are Bechinas category of Yelanis, one is giving birth to screams. They got a Shprach Shigideh, Tamu Meshal Moichem, Echnis Amu, Hashem knows about this thing of how the Moichem on this Alin are hidden. Tumazin cycle Seinu, he hears our screams, we had cycle, but Mokum cycle Hashchina. Our screams are Kamiyachon, the place of the screams of the Shechina. Kilo Hashchina seconds, so the Shechina get a little screaming. The Oz Bremat is Moichem, the Moichem give birth to these Chachmo. The Bechinas HaKril, the Eider HaKavona HaMoichem, Bechinas the Kril arouses Kavona, meaning the Moichem gives out the Kril, the person who is a Moshel, learns the Kayach. So the Chachmo comes out. The Bechinas Tikolim Shivas Yom, this is in your Tikolim Shivas Yom, let me embarrass him. The Shivas Yom, the Bechinas Shiva Kodesh and David Kanal. Shivim Kolam. The Shivas Yom means the Shivim Kodesh. It's what happens like, he has to scream, Kedoisi, and upon him Hanal, be Helen Magil, to bring out the upon him from its hidden form to become revealed. Yagil is a Bechinas Leida. The Skilu is an Inyan of Leida, giving birth to it. Yozachar HaLeida, then after the birth, Dam Nerka Venasa Cholo. Blood becomes transformed, changed, and it becomes milk. That means the end becomes lovon, the gudas become chesed. Nebechinas tikolein. These are tikolein, embarrassment. Ki aklima ozon sumka vasichava. Embarrassment is when the red leaves a person's face. It becomes white. That means that the blood becomes changed and turns to white, the milk. Then, Suyilot Choteshi. That Hashem who gives birth to us, our screams, Hashem knows, he knows about it. That Teshi, in fact, he knows about it. In fact, that there are Teshi, that this is Indian of the 70 Kailos, through which Tikolim means where the Dam Nekav Nasa Cholov, means an Indian of birth. So the Chachma comes out from the Talmud, from the Helam Alagoli. Sheldon Lema Taito, the Emev and Boshim Chidush, when a person learns Taito doesn't understand any Chidush, is a Machma Sham Mechem, Yasechas Val Taito, Limud Azehim, Bechinas Ibur. The reason is because the Mechem, the Seichel of this Taito and Limud is, and the Bechinas Ibur is unborn. There's the Dikah of Hashem Yaakov, this is called the name of Yaakov. Ki Yaakov is the Bechinas Ibur, because Yaakov is unborn, Bechinas Betin Okavis Okiv. Yaakov is the Betin, means before birth. Because it looks like I call another, they have to give out these screams. And the Bechinas like Kol Yaakov. Yaakov HaKol Kol, Shum Bechinas Yaakov. But in the Bechinas Yaakov Av Ibur, Torah HaKol Kol. In order to bring out the Melech of Bechinas Leida, he has to have these colors. When a person learns Torah and he doesn't understand the Chiddush in it, which means that he should not dash in this Torah. Because this title, which is the Bechina of Yaakov, the Bechina of Ibur, Afal Pishay Kodesh Baruch Hu, B'Sadik Void Hashem, has Kaviyach behind it, pleasure out of it, and Bechina is Diglo Yalayav, or the positive Diglo Yalayav. I'll take the Diglo Yalayav, the Glula. The message says that even with the Glula, it means the person makes mistakes in learning. Still, all I have, Hashem likes it. That's out by Hashem. But you're not supposed to dash at the others. You're supposed to dash know those things that are clear. The Chacham is not clear. My mom, the Gemara says, Meaning, in Borel, if you know the thing is clearly as you know the din that your sister is also, then you should say the Kachachma. Then you shouldn't say it. So when it is Borel, it means later, then you're supposed to give it to others. That was this Pshat, the posek, Yaakov, Moharan, kiruv, b'chinas Yaakov, b'chinas Ibur, b'lay Moechem, when the Torah is b'chinas Yaakov, b'chinas Ibur, v'rat Moechem, v'rat Seichel, so it's a limit Bochel, v'yah Kodesh Baruch Hu. This limit only Hashem wants for himself, b'chinas Tikuney Zohar. The end of the Shais will happen. He's not supposed to tell it to others, just keep learning by yourself. Hashem will take it. Hashem will try to get it. Abol Yisrael, the school also is the b'chinas Yisrael, then give it to the Jews. Yisrael is Li Rosh. And it was Galas HaMoichem, the Rosh of that is Galas HaMoichem. Amshachas Oid HaPonim Hanal, Shechel Kai Hanal, Basech HaPnimi Kanal, where there is Amshachas Oid HaPonim, when the Makif goes inside, then B'chinas Yisrael Shebecho Espo Ed, and it's called Yisrael Shebecho in you Espo Ed, Becho Daikash, Yismash Echad Teres Teferes, this Espo Ed, Teres Teferes, the crown which is Makif, and Makif Hanal Becho, Basech HaPnimi, Makif goes inside, the school aside, there's a Tari Yachodesh Espo tell to the Am to Am Segula. Can't can you call it Am Segula? Because they are called Am Segula. Why we call Am Segula? Ki Kamei Segula Shoyes in the four. A Segula, a cure, which is called a school you do for cure. Achabe Shena Teva, Chayav Shiyah Teva for me no Teva itself by nature. Nature doesn't dictate that they should be considered a four. Mostly you take a Kameya, hang it on the neck, what's the got to do with the sickness? So it's against nature. They can't know that there's a school. What has a school of the four? There's a Malia Tevez, Heiden Tevez. She has safe on she lives there. The human mind cannot grasp this. Come on, can't look at this. So too, we are called Am School because we cannot understand why Hashem took us. Hashem took us from Am School. Maybe there's cause even though the human mind cannot understand why. Why it took one. Like at the time, kids was Bekateg and spoke up against. Why? How old are they? Steve and the base, what are they different over the other? They can't get a school, Hashem took us from Kodesh to Tisha, that other school. This thing, the fact that we ourselves are accepted as school itself as a school. Shulamali Tevens higher than nature, from Malam is higher than the human mind. The Bechinas Makifin canal. The Makifin which cannot be grasped by a person. Misha Zochel, Makifin, the holiday son, but a person's Zochel is Makifin. The melodies Makifin, they should become premium, or Hachmas says of the canal. Dimsa Zochel, Hoven is a school, he now understands a school. Him is no Malam Yasech, becomes now understood. That Father Yusha is certainly right. It's only right that Gal is a school, the Am School, to reveal the school to others. In other words, the Israel is school aside. When he has the Israel Lidosh later, he teaches the Am School. He shouldn't keep himself, he should teach him. Therefore, every person that comes to Zomachina has a Primi and Makif. Which is still outside. Each one according to what Hashem grants him, the Chachma, that the Makif should go inside. To understand that something new. Chiddush means that before it's Makif, now it's Primi. By right, Gala, the Yachas, Havana, Shava Skula, Shihoyes, by Skula, Ishmi Galan, take this Havana, the Skula, which day before was a Skula, which report it was a Makif, she Galilee, I'm Skula, who hate to be told about it, she not be Galan to the Jews, that they give them some of the goods that he has to give it to others too, to share it with others. That Taylor is Pirko, the Vio, the Safra, this Liusa. This the Taylor is the fourth Perik of Safra, this Liusa. Atiko, Tomei, the Sosin. Atika Kadisho is hidden. Zayda the Ampin is Galia, Valay is Galia. That's it's revealed and not revealed. Atika the Benedo says, Bechinas and Makif and all. Zayda Makif, Shein Tmudin, Ustumimi called San. They are completely hidden from all sides. Bechol, Hemshech, Hazman, Shalom, Hazet. The entire length of time, the existence of this world, they are hidden. Why is Gala El Yosid? They will be revealed only the Yosef Lavai. Taina Tikas Timoy is the Taina of the Yosef Lavai. Abu Biz Einam bin Chachma Shem Odom, but Zenam Shchamos of Odom, Zenam bin the Shemek Kodesh Ma, which is beyond the Odom, Odom Shalom Yahu Hasigay, so a person could be mapping them. That means it's Makif, which could become premium, Gambahem Yesh premium Makif. Now you also have premium Makif. Each person according to his Bechina has a different premium Makif. These perplexing problems a person cannot be masig like in the Bechina and the Bechina Atika. The Bechina Atika that are hidden completely in this world. Those are the person could be masik. He isn't masik it yet, but he could be masik. It's physically possible. Which means that the at times they are in hell, they hidden like evil. But then they had not revealed yet. It can be revealed, but that is calls him Joy, I know that that's like Helen. As long as this thing is by him not revealed yet, Helen, Ibur, it's like a school canal. It's like a school, which means it's going to be Sichle. Shulamal is Sichle. A Chagaf is Gala and Slight, as I hit him. It becomes a Yutin, it should be native to others by revealing to them also. To Chiyah, the Yeshua, he should be revealed to others. That which he found now a primi. Nachamu Ami, the Be'inah says, Kol HaTzoris, VaYisurim, VaHagolis, Ene Elon, Ve'erech Yisrael Das. Only suffering in Yisurim and exile, the Jews suffer is only because, according to the amount of Das that is lacking. U'shnishlam HaDas will be completed, and Nishlam Kol HaChasrenes, and all Chasrenes will be completed. There'll be no Chisan, Bechinas and Das, Kedisa Mechasad, the Gemara says in Dorim, that when you gain Das, you have Das, you lack nothing. Uchsibra Chen Gol Arim V'li Das. That without Das, that will is goes. Eternal life will be the also because of the fact that we Das. Shiyir B'Hadas will be a complete with a lot of Das. Shiyir B'Hakalas Shem, they will all be Masig, Shem Ruchnis. Why they had Das, Yuchol will be Achtusai. As there is Das, they'll become Nichlam, the Achtus Hashem. The Oz Yichiyu, Chayim Litzchim Kamayim. They'll become Nichlam with Hashem, they'll be able to live. Chayim like Hashem. Chayim their idea Nichlam, because only through Yidik, they'll probably become Nichlam with Hashem. Like the Chacham says, if you would know Hashem, you'd be Hashem. That means in Pshitas, if you have an increase of Das, you become Nichval in Hashem, Yisif, become part of Hashem. The guy is the Yelios, the Gedi will be only the Yosef Lovik, Mashikosav, Ki Molach, order today, and his Lovik, to all will be full of Das. Mach with the Das, the Yachzai Kol Tais. Because the Das will be nothing lacking, no good missing. The Kol Tais, everything be good. Chazal, Atu, Lav, Echatu. You say, yeah, we guys can look at this now, it's not. With Israel, it's Kol Tais, it's not a complete Torah, because it'll be Das. Even the Goyim also will know through this increase in Das. They will not have the increase like we will have. The Yedu Shehagdula Shehoyelahem will be Masik Hasoga, that the Gedula, the greatness that they had now, the Ashifel Shehoyelahem is not a Gauss, and the fact that we were so degraded in the time of Gauss, calls us Hagdula Hoyelahem. They'll understand that actually we were the ones who really had the Gedula. Even though right now it's impossible to understand this. Because you can't deny actuality. We can see now, according to our eyes, we see that they have to do what we don't. We can't hear about that, still it does become so you're not going to understand. Everyone will understand that their greatness was really our greatness. But they had the shivos, they did what they graded. Him is works, it's a tremendous idea because we see how we can't imagine that. So in itself it's a big idea. Still a idea has this idea to understand this. It'll be to us like a joke, like nothing. If the idea said according to our amount of knowledge, it'll be nothing to us. Now this is the posek. Oz Yimole Sechayk Bino. Oz Yimole Vayvay Migdil Hashem Masa Samela. Migdil Hashem Masa Simono. Sheyedu V'Yemlu. The Goyim will say, Hagdula Shasa Yimono. Haine Ma'akam. That Hashem gave them the Goyim. Migdil Hashem Masa Samela. Hagdula Hazayis Hoyeli Yisrael. Was really made for the Jews. The Jews really had Hagdula. That's what the Goyim will say, which is a big hasaga. Became still Oz Yimole Sechayk Bino. I know we Jews, this type of knowledge, but yes, I'll make a joke and laugh, but they did not suck it. Yes, I said, the thing that you even say the case. Because our saga will be an endless saga. It will be so much higher than this. The idea itself has a makif, which is around the previous idea, and it also has a makif around the makif. Another makif. There is two makif, the makif and the makif around the makif. Because the idea is the main nechama consolation for all tzadik, meaning that with Yediyah there's no tzadik. How can a person come to this idea which is the nechama for all tzadik? Amida b'chashoy, Amida silently. Bechinas shemen, bechinas shivas hamedes. Shemen comes silently, quietly. Bechinas shivas hamedes. Shemen is any of the Shemen for Shivas HaNeidos. That's one. And like Kechem, like Kim, the Adam Kola. The Chin is like Kim al Domilov, the Kim do not be sound, which means to raise your voice. The Chin is Sakas, and let this canal, which means through the Amina, through the Shemen, through the Shivas HaNeidos, and through Hanoma Sakel, a person can bring this Chachma, and then to bring the Chachma out of the Helam through what? Through Tzakas and Kelos, or Shivan Kelos. So that a person can be Masik the Makif, with this ideas. Kedesh. Kiruv Eliyel Sheinei Atzlokos, Zechen, Heladam Lechem Mitalamosim. Before that, through the Tzayka, a person can be Zecha to bring out the Mayach from their hidden Bechinas Ibuk. Kadesh Mikachish, Shivas HaNeidos, Zechen, happens like Makif Mekid. To be Mekadesh, being making holy and purifying the Shivas HaNeidos, the 7 parts of the Konen, the person Zecha that brings the Makif inside. Kitzrich and Shnei Devarim Li HaSogas Adas HaKodesh. There are 2 things that are required, HaSogas Adas HaKodesh. B'tchil Seichem B'Haladam Lechem. First, you have to make the Lechem Yimelid to with Chachma. Here upon Malach and the Shevelikai Behelm cannot because there's the Malach and the Shevelikai is hidden. Tamulis. Ibu. Kozet Seichem Tzaka Kaidei Mahidin. In fact, you have to have a Tzaka to get it to be Yimelid this Chachma. What are you Yimelid? You're Yimelid Magif. Now, Kakshno, the Malach and the Malach and Yimelid Adayef and Primi Magif. And the first gives birth to what? The Primi and the Magif. That you have to have another Indian to be bring the Magif of Nim. Kozet Seichem the Kaddish Shivas HaNeidos. The Hachnes of Makif and the Shevelikai of Nim. This is me a Makif Pnimiyah. To bring the Makif inside, to make a Makif become a Pnimi, so what? Mikadesh, the Mikadesh is Shivas HaNeidos. Why you should make David Tavin? There should pay the posek Nachamu. And this case the Hasogas, a Makifin to understand the Masik, the Makifin. And it was Sogas Adas, you say, Ike HaChachmo Kanal, the Masik is down just Ike Chachmo, and Ike the Chachmo Hanal, and Ike the Chachmo, and he said in the Chachmo for what Sodas is, the Masik the ideas. When there is Das, there is no Sodas, it's the Chachmo. There's Zechanization in Bechinas Hanal, there's Zechan to Bechinas, Shein Tzako, Shaydei Zamalid Makifin, first through Kolos, which are Malid Makifin. And second, Lucia Shivas HaNeidos, Shaydei Zemach, Nisan Makifin of Nim Kanal. Kaddish Shivas HaNeidos, that you bring Makifin inside, to make the Makifin become Chachas Pnimi. Now, Yemer Lekechem, Yemer had Mechinas Amida Bachashoy, Zeh Mechinas Shemen Shud Bachashoy, Kama Shikosa Bezoy Kodesh Yain Ladam Kola, the Shemen Bachashoy, Yain loudly, or Rosenfeld, and Shemen silently, the Shemen Mechinas Shivas HaNeidos Shoy Shemen. That's Menachem and the Shivas HaNeidos. That's one thing you require, Yemer, which is Shemen, which is the Shivas HaNeidos. That's for what? To be Moilid, make the Menachem be Moilid. That's for the Mekadesh Shivas HaNeidos. And like Kechem is to bring out the Hilav, the Bechinas of the Kim Arum Kola, Bechinas had Tzayka Hanal, Shaydei Shnei Bechinas, Elo Zech, and the Hasogas Makifin, the rest of Bechinas of Shivas HaNeidos and Tzaykas HaKodesh. First, the Zech, the Masik the Makifin, Shu Hasogas Adas HaKodesh, Masik Adas HaKodesh, the Ruhalakai, which is the Ike and the Chama, which is the Ike and the Chama, Bechinas Nachamu, and a Makif, Makif, Makif Kanal. First Makif is to be Malidi, the Makif, and the second is to be Machnas, the Makif of Nim. Cholo Inyan Hanal, Mavoya Bekitzer al posek Nachamu Nachamu, the Shoni HaKodesh. Das ist also das Holien, which is Mavoya na Bekitzer al posek Nachamu Nachamu. Shemati Niteva Kodesh be Atzme and be Yesik Tzas. First, the Beis himself with a little bit more explanation. Shanti, the Yatzmik Moshe Shemati. I wrote that myself just like I heard. I came in with nothing in my thinking if I didn't want to abstain from printing it now. With Chila Hiskel Dabe Minyan Chayim, he says, first I'm going to speak about life and death. One of the Yamani said, Bein Chayim Amisua, Ein Chila Ki Midas Amo Achas. The difference between life and death is only the measure of one single Amo. Sh'achshav Hodam Shechem Bekan, first the person is resting here, in this world, Achakach Shechem Shom, then he rests there on the Beis Edom. He told the other Beis Edom, he pointed his hand to the Beis Edom, the cemetery. Achakach Hiskel Amikolin Yazeh, afterwards he begins to say this whole million, Chayim Nitzchiyim, like he brings further, Kimakama. Shemisha Zechla Das Ambiti Hanal, one of Zechla, the Emerson Das, the Das they say is supposed to be to understand having to be in Hashem. In Chila gets like Chalbe and Chaim and Misa. Then there's no difference though between Chaim and Misa. Kim Dovik B'nechwa, but he's one of the Chaim and Misa because he's Dovik. He's attached to his Nechwa and Hashem, both during his life and afterwards. Like Achshav B'chayim Das Mekan, the thing is it's only that now during his lifetime, this is his place. This is where he lives. You know, I can't also show him. Afterwards, after death, so it is over there. But in both places, his category is the same. Because in both places, he's Nichwal in Hashem. Yoshimati Nideva Kodesh Kol Yezed, and there's Arizal's mouth, this whole Indian, Zehu, and this is it. Chayim Nitzchim Hein Rak Lashem Yisborah. Chayim Nitzchim eternal life is only for Hashem Yisborah. You Chayim Well, let's go see this forever. Wish Nechol B'Shalosho, you want us Nechol, Kav Yochon Hashem, neither by Yisborah, Hashem Gamki Chalet, actually also live forever. But it becomes part of Hashem, which is Chayim Nitzchim. Kimiach Hashem Nechol B'Echod, V'hu Echad B'Shem Yisborah, what is Nechol? Hashem Echod means one, part of the one of Hashem, who Chayim Nitzchim, in creation Yisborah, lives eternal life like Hashem. And so too there is no thing. Shleimus completion only by Hashem. Outside of Hashem, everything else is lacking something. But one who is Nechol Hashem, he too has complete shleimus. He could be Nechol means if you're Nechol in Hashem Echod, or Yerei Hadas, you see his Torah. How can a person be Nechol Echod by having Das and Masig Hashem? If you know Hashem, you'd be Hashem. It means to be Nechol Hashem. If he would have his Das, Kikar Adam or Sechel is the main part of the Adam, the person is the Sechel. Therefore, the place where a person thinks, that's where the entire person is. The whole person is where his mind is. A person has a idea and he's masig idea of Hashem, and the entire person is there, means he's entirely Nechol. The more the more he knows, the more he's Nechol in the Shredded Hashem Yisborah, in the Shredded Hashem Yisborah. All the chesronos the person has, both in panoso, or children, or in health, or other kind of chesronos, hakol b'chesron das, b'yemes not b'chesron of das. Yavshi yesh chesron gambi mehadas. Even though it appears there are some people who have no das at all, in kol yesh lahem kol tu, so they have everything, they have health and they have wealth and everything. B'yemes kol mashi yesh lahem inikum. Whatever they have in reality is really nothing. The other way around, a person who has shleimus hadas, and it appears that he has something missing, he's not healthy, or he has no money, or things like that. In reality, the chisoron is really nothing. It's only an illusion. The Gemara says, if you kind of das, you receive, you have das, you lack nothing. If das chasata makanisa, if you have no das, then what have you? You have nothing. But the main chisoron shleimus, lacking and completion is dependent purely upon das. Kas, anger and evil, sadism is totally in lack of das. Kas, but take silim yanuach. And kas rests by whom? By those who are silim fools who have no das. And therefore when he was sick, it's a bechin of a kais. Usually he loses his temper quickly. Because then there he is in the dinim upon him. Dinim rest upon him. Dinim the katnas. The katnas means the opposite of das. Therefore he has kas because kas takes sinim enough. We also know these kala das, the future is Hashem, the das make it the kala that kol yedu is Hashem, because of Kimol today is Hashem. At that time we will know Hashem, like Masik Hashem, like the pasuk says, the Alkinodi is batin like us. Therefore, then the kas becomes completely impossible because kas is totally chisoron das. But when they will be complete das, it will be no kas, because it goes there in kevis, but nobody will sitting in the yak. At that time, as a wolf and a lamb will live together, a leopard and a goat, part of a knife. That there'll be no evil and no anger, no harm, then because everyone will have das of Hashem. Now it's impossible for a wolf and a lamb to live together. Machmas means that kas goes to the mean of kas. In the future they have to live together. Machmas she's battle like kas, and they have das she's kavod, because then the kas become potter, the das becomes kavod. So once the das is miskalving them with kas, they have to live together. They also like you do Hashem if you lack canal. Yes, nobody says everyone know Hashem. Masik Hashem even the guy. Kimal Horetz Deyo, Horetz means the entire world. Achadas Shihi Lehem Oz Das, which they will exist then. Efshem Lono Leda Ladabim Middle. We now can understand about the Das which the Goyim will have then. Achadas Shihi Lono Oz, but the Das which we will have then. Zei Efshi Ka'es Afil Ladabim Middle. It's impossible even to speak about it, to describe it. Because now the das we will have that is in Makifim. It cannot enter into our minds. There's no way of us understanding. Because all the shleimus and Tevis, the good that they're going to have today, BMS is nothing. In das Chastata, the Abu Das, Makanisa, what have we got? That's about it. Called, but also what they want to make a new Tevasenu. BMS, they can do one Teva, BMS for our Teva. Well, the other cheese, small on this day when they were filled with das, if you call Hakim, you just Hashem, even the guy will understand the Hashem, was he they will understand you call do about Tavish, or Yohem was the island. Hakim on Tavish, they don't do it. All the Tavish they had in this world was actually for our type, our door. זה פשט נפוץ גוזים ולגבי דלשם הזה מילג דלשם תלעשי סימונו. אני כל הגדולה שגיל השם נעשי סימונו ולמה זה the guy will say all the Hashem to do them in this world and back when the guy figure Hashem nעשי סימונו כי הכל היה דלוסם של Abraham nation Israel. The Yom Tigdula was actually for the Jews. It was their gdula. כי הוא תבוסם דלוסם because it was for their table and their greatness. זה יבינו הם בדעת הסגה שיום was this they will understand what the da'at הסגה they will have it. I will say that he is a da'at of Pasha Tzchai, but to us the Jews this da'at they'll have be a very simple and joke. כי דתנו יגדל אז וידיגס our da'at becomes so great then זה אז ימול ישחק פינו אז ינראה גם יגדל כי זה הדa'at שהסגה שיהיה להם אז לא יגדל this da'at and הסגה they will have be able to say that the Agdula was really ours so he explained it was Tzchai for the Pasha to us to be a joke and a simple thing כי דתנו יגדל וידיגס our da'at becomes so great. Okay, no, so therefore, they also know that they will all live eternal life. You know, Skala hadas, then they does him the Skala, Yunachlo Biechad. Once the das is the Skala, become Nechman Hashem. Okay, I'm going to say, the Bacham, the Gemara said, Bima Yeshem Chodesh Mayachot, the Chid, the Lavachot, the Achshem, the Vachanot, Brach Dynamis, Teva, Teva Meitiv. Now we make a bracha dynamis for Arizal. And if we make bracha Teva I will ask the Yochal Kal Teva Meitiv. It's a lovely so like bracha Teva only. Why? Because they will have das in the stick. Yes, the Skala, she is Skala hadas. That's not the name of the das. The Skala Yedu Shein Shum Rabbanu Klal. To have a saga, understand there's no thing as that. Everything is Ta'iv, Hashem Echad and Kuli Ta'iv. Again, my goal is who like many das. Also, the goal itself is only because of lack of das. The goal of my nation is because of lack of das. Okay, I said, Gulas Mitzrayim, my name is therefore the Gulas Mitzrayim was the nation of Elishu. Hoyo, Bechinas das. Because it's Bechinas das, he was able to take out the Jews and the goal which is lack of das. So that's because of Idat and Kini Hashem, Matthias, and Idat, so it's nice. You can't go like that, das. Because the main goal is only through das, therefore be Idat and Kini Hashem, then you'll have Matthias time. Then you'll have a lot of goals. Das, again, we also should do this day, you should know that that's not when the world be filled with das. Even then when the Sema Gam Sema Primi, Gam Ozi Makif Machem, then to those three Makif Machem. The fact that the Yidden Musa should respond up, like I say, you certainly don't understand the complete type, the characters of Hashem, of each one will be massive, quite is Madrega. Will fear with Dossi with Yosef with Techai, quite Hamish, Avedis Hashem Yidad, Tircha, Hamish, Surmi, he was Sable. Actually, Yaakov was son of Zahem, he suffered, and how hard he worked in this life, this world, because of Hashem. Kulam means Dakhua Philo, Akun, even though everyone become purified, even the Goyim, became Yehiyah Hefresh Gadol Ben Aladin. It'll still be a very big difference between them and us. Kimash Yehiyah Shalom, as Asaga Vidig, but it'll be considered a very big Asaga, Yehiyah, Fenel, Schleik, with other Pasha, to us, a joke and a simple thing. But Yehiyah Nachshem, and anyone else like Kal, will not consider the Asaga at all. But she costs them out. Ozimolis, like Pino, Shayla, because you're going to higgle. Kimash Yehiyah, Shalom, Asaga, Havan, Ledel, because he said, because what in the Asaga to understand great. So the Jews, Shekolte Muslim, and all that having to do with that had this world, Yaakov Israel was only actually for the sake of the Jews, or BMS there's no doubt that it is considered a big Hasaga, he got Israel, and I said, in even because now we don't understand it, how they can explain it like he is an Hashem Hasaga Klal. Still, at that time to us, there won't be a sin Hasaga whatsoever. Like the second unfortunately to a place of light. Kiyasaga going. Kiyasaga saying that Taylor was going to because our Hasaga, our knowledge becomes so great then, the Gamma is saying that's more. Among the Jews themselves, also the Vadiyah Hefresh Gadol being called Tzadik the Tzadik. There'll be a big difference in each Tzadik, bigger one and a small one. Koshkein being Tzadik the Rosho, and certainly between the Tzadik and the Rosho will certainly a bigger difference. Kimash Yehiyah Makeh Posei, if they meet in this Posek, can be considered a Makeh for one, you consider a Timi for the other. The high one will have it inside. Called Tzadik Nichtem Mich Posei Shchaveri Kedam. In the show. More days, a posek, more on its days, a shake by only a chassid, like the face, the posek that the world is filled with day, like water covers the yam. Meaning, Kibia Sechel, Meshuta, Yihu, Kulam Shom. Of course, in the Sechel itself, combined Sechel, there will be like. Meaning, in general, Shai was Hashem Atil Akam. Everyone will have a Saga and Hashem, even the Goyim. That means that the top level of the yam is flat, the same all over. Each one will have a Saga and Hashem. But the depth of Chachma, the nature of the economy is not the Kemayim Mechasem the Yam. Like the Mayim that cover the Yam. Above above on the surface the waters are flat all over. It's one flat point. But the depth of the sea, there are many, many differences. Because in this place the waters are very low, close to the ground, means the water is not deep. Other places are still deeper and deeper. Other places the water is so deep to the depth. We also and all understand Hashem superficially. But below, each one will be zecher to amkas the ideas according to what he was taught in this world. This is called tzadik Menachem Mendel Schneerson. Because a person's masig has something which is going before the who said it's a new thing as I nislahev and niva mi'oid hasoga azois. Then he's nislahev. The saga brings into him a fire of flame. He niflays that flame. He marvels at it. Avo, it's new to him. I'll be shikvad over, but as I saw a saga, one person was gathered as a saga already. But masig gathered the one of Menachem Mendel Schneerson, and now he's masig higher things, greater things in this saga. Eloi Shumis Slavas, but this saga, he has no more Slavas. This doesn't incite him to anything. Doesn't ignite anything with it. He's very ordinary. Zeh called tzadik nichte, niva, and islahi, each tzadik will become inflamed, become enthusiastic, from the chuppah, from the makif of chaveri. The hasoga sheetz v'chaveri, he dova poshut. The hasoga which buys chaver is dova poshut, is previous. Eidem averis v'chaveris, the cloud doesn't inflame it, doesn't warm him at all. As it's sort of a skashes l'chabes, that's why he has to have the covering in a makifim, different ones, higher ones. This saga doesn't warm him, it doesn't ignite inside him at all. That's the higher tzadik. Tzadik foundation. The second tzadik is below, beneath him, nichta v'niva in the middle. The tzadik is beneath him is warmed up, it is heated up because of this distinguished to the upper tzadik is a thing. That what's a makif to one, to the other is he's mechta to it. The other one is not because it comes to him a privy. Then you know why is that the two was a seichel shubichin shefel kai to the emotion, the movement of the seichel, which is in shefel kai and a sogas makif and a sogas das a kodesh, the masik makif and the masik das a kodesh lo hakodesh. I dezen milat chaim b'leit. To this there is created this heat in the person's heart, the Islavas. And to shikach mimas Islavas, the gdusho who are they sogas makif and the sogas das kanal. The main chamimas, the main warmth in Islavas and gdusho the person has in his heart. Is through the asagas makif. He's masking makif and asagas das. Was then a vayed heitev in yizet called tzadik nichte michal posek. Either itzel zehad tzadik yidechsha be asagas gdela achi yidefei minah. This tzadik that he can say never big asagas to the point of become nichte, become burned up and have a slavas through it. Asagas das melet chinkel because asagas das creates heat. Al ken yidefei minah will become singed, burned through it through this heat. It's a tzadik I can lay minah to the tzadik goes high and then he's a nechshav asagas cloud. It's not considered for asagas and all. Is not burned or warmed up through this saga. Like he has to find between the cover himself, to warm himself, he has to have a much higher saga. It's a mashikosa liel amayim and zeg called nichve opposite chavei sheprushi yeh nichve miyamakva shel chavei. The thing is just to become nichve with the makif of his chavei. Ki makif shel zeg gol makif shel zeg because his makif is bigger than the other makif. Makif is the second one. Yasech shel makif of zeg opinion of zeg. The second makif to one is opinion to the other. Ki chuppah who bechinas oides makif can because chuppah is in oides which are makif. Kol zeg hu inyan echad in mashne makif. What he said before. What you say is shayar to what's said here. Ki chuppah shuhu hamakiv hu bechinas chipui v'kisi mamish because chuppah which is makiv then you also have chuppah chayfer which covers kisui. So mechaber is other. It's a blanket that warms a person, wraps around it. It's makiv around a person that warms it. Hikach mimas v'eslavas hu bechinas hasagas makiv can always main chabimus the heat and the slavas because of the hasagas makiv. The hoven hating understand what very deep in. Yaakov here she comes and it can be many tzadikim she violate him ahasog she is got tzadikim don't make him be when they will reach him they'll be masig hasogis which a greater tzadik name was masig in this world he is from the bottom they know to them they considered unusual things they come in they come burn through them slide through them it's about tzadik I got to hayo hasog shalom They can tell you they only have something of this world. So male them is nothing dead. It's still a pleasure in there. לכן אצל אקמי יזה סלמה סגי דלוג שימויו סתם יהדוס פשוט שישראל שיש להם זה היום. To the goy the massive dead. The regular regular religion of the Jew, they're in this world, this life, will meet by a guy, a very big Hassaga. And the Shiyid of Israel, they understand that the avoidance that the Jew has this life. With Dushas HaMitzvah Shelahem, she also don't understand. They understand a little bit of Dushas HaMitzvah which the Jews had during this Elam Hazah. He is from Hassaga, Shiyid of the Yagishu Ktas Knusha. Then it be Hassaga, they'll understand. Magish, well, the Knusha, Kavaish, Kasha, Pasha, Shemagish, Bazeh, Hadam, Ramadi, Pshuta. Lishim Hassaga. Like a point, Ishkash, Pasha, the Jew, well, this life, without Hassaga, is also Magish, the Knusha. Most of what the meal of Shabbos is, the time of Shabbos Kedate. Because then I begin to understand. וכשיבואו אקמל, זה יהיה ספמאסון ידל. וגם זה לא come to this, ידיד, consider a very big הסוגה. אבל אנחנו עם קודש, איך הסוגה עושה, מקושי לסוגה של צדיק. To us there's no limit to our הסוגה then, compared to the guy with a kosh gain. Imagine what the הסוגה with tzadic will be at that time. ושלימוס הדaz, the completion of the suki shenasa, the makifim pnimiyim. Is when the makifim become pnimiyim, they go inside the pnimiyim samayach, that's the shlimus hadaz. The only nitzkel called so and he's safe more so it's much second Saturday either the hungry and a person lies in waiting to try to trap to kill his friend as I tzorech l'sheres amabush and the victim has to change his clothes and disguise himself. They shouldn't recognize it because of the shanet pono but the shalchayel he changes his face his looks shalchayel so he sends away the execution. Because by changing his looks, his face, through different garments, this garment is what they're from this person is pursuing him. So to the main part of the person who says it's sechel. That's what the sechel is, that's what the person is. There's the lushan, there's also the lushan and the sechel on makif. Sechel on makif is the lushan, sechel has to be on makif primi. That's the make for the makif and the lushan primi. The has to be makif nachin to create different makif, which means it changes the mabushim. And the machin is on bushim nachin. To make that mabushim, like there's a different call item of mastin, I change the mabushim, that way he's saved from any enemies. He malbush begimati chashmal, because malbush is begimati chashmal. When he gets a new malbush, that means he increases the chashmal, he has a chashmal which drives away the klipos. Then the chashmal blechem kol mashkis, and the chashmal we learn to the mashkisim flee. Klipos are safe and they flee. זה איזוי הודו לבושו ותסק לימחלן איזוי הלבוש שמחידס החשמל שהוא לבוש איזוי הודו this חשמל זה לבוש איזוי הודו לבוש חודק ונועה לבוש that is powerful and it has kedusha it is the kedusha it is כזב ימחלן שאני מן הנקוואל כאן is not afraid of ימחלן which means they clean base at the end because man הזה הוא חידש El the main man for this hasogo is in the month of Elul. Why because this Chodesh Elul is more, it is more besugo to be zecher to this levush, which means to receive the new makif, to be machnas the makif, to get the makif, which means the mabushim. With that, it drive away the klipos that means it's away a makif. זה בכין הראשון הזה מהבאנו זכמנו לסלט. כדי שיעלו נשמוס ליד הפונים הנאות, אין יהיה. the Shema should be idle there. Upon him now, it is before. Bagi Chayim, all that upon him small Kriya. They all want to have Kriya. Why? Ki Kira, Begimatria, Shin Ayin, no Haydn, should let upon him. Because Kira, let's see the Kriya, Begimatria, 370 Aydays, and the Ayda upon him. Shin Begimatria, shall base upon Kael Bemiloi. Shin Ayin is Begimatria, twice Kael Miloi. Aleph Lamed. Aleph is 111. Lamed is 74. Lamed Mem Dalet. 111, 74 is 185. Twice, that's Kael Miloy. Twice Kael, twice 185, that's 370. Kael who light upon him, because Kael didn't have light upon him. So therefore, you have twice the Miloy of Kael, you have Shin Ayin no Haydn. That's the Gimantia Kera, so by Kriya, by the Ovo, the rice in Kriya, is effort to the Shin Ayin the Haydn of the Eraponim. In the second, the mace, the Mao of the mace for the Eraponim, like the also before. Menel says, Hikshu, they asked the Kasha, this is all brings, they asked the Kasha, They ask this question in heaven. He brings life. Yesh makifin etzma seichel. They're makifin around the seichel. They do not enter into the seichel pnimi of a person. They just go around, they rotate around the outside. Yesh makifin la'atayah. Shemakif la'atayah. They're also makifin the tayah that go around the tayah. They don't go to the tayah, which means like chidush, what you get in masik in the tayah. You learn tayah, but they're outside of the tayah. Outside of the limud. Makifin yesh shein makifin the end with neihainayim. They're makifim that are around, they stand before the eyes, but they are makifim still. They do not seichel, and they don't go into the seichel, which means that you understand they are there, but you can't masik them completely. Yes, shehin behelim. There are certain ones that are behelim completely that you don't even realize that they are there. Like bo adayin afilu makifim. They didn't even count the makifim yet. They're not even around the seichel yet. Umechilas ibur. Kasha is what is the eight to do that these makifim should go into the taita inside the previous taita. The makifim shall seichel yevlu shall seichel seichel. The makifim on the seichel should go inside the seichel. And it's a mefili and vayavi is gal makifim shall taita. May I have a makifim first to make that this makifim which are around the taita should become this gala. That they should take me makifim. They should become revealed to notice that they are there. Then the makifim should go inside the tayah. The makifim shall seichel, they should go inside the seichel. What is impossible to masik through his human lacking? Menachem should be made for a makif should be made something of timi inside the seichel. And if she yovei may helam the makifim, two things. She can't helam it completely inside the seichel makifim. The makifim yenachem timi. Makifim they should become timi inside the seichel. Nothing else. The kasha has those hikshu lokash hikshu. This kasha they asked where they asked it. Kineda b'shabayim. It says in Chaymanan. Who's now omen al zed teretz? And the bein is al zed teretz on this. Kasha makah you pay by kodesh b'feidish. Nothing else. So I have the bein is al b'feidish. Hakasa chinu l'shmayel at kol teretz hanal. After he said this, he said it teretz, and we heard this entire teretz chafal. The akta mevoyel amayin the teretz al shayla be'akashi hanal. Now, the one who studies deeply this teretz, you will see clearly a teretz on this Shiloh Kasha that was asked.